Although not totally clear around Chicago, Detroit, Toledo, maybe Cleveland, a mostly cloudy scenario, and a front pushing through the northeast during the morning hours with showers. But watch out for these storms to make it to maybe western Virginia and eastern Tennessee, whereas a high pressure ridge aloft and at the surface brings you a warming trend. Actually, you were wetted down. You got very wet and stormy in the southeast over the weekend, and now you're drying out gradually. Florida has been dry and warm all along, but some 90-degree weather beginning to push up north of the Gulf Coast. Dry line, thunderstorms again in parts of West Texas Tuesday, but the trough in the west and a little more moisture gets into the Rockies and high prairies of Montana and parts of Idaho and Wyoming, giving you snow, even snow showers, if not snow on the ground in parts of North Dakota. Windy weather picking up the fire danger, especially in the higher forested areas of parts of Nevada and northern parts of Arizona. Fire danger is way up. Some windy weather on the California coast too. But quieting down a little bit on the coast on Wednesday. But Wednesday, again, our front not moving that much. Low pressure begins to spin up and move through the Midwest, and some thunderstorms down to Oklahoma. Again, the stronger and warmer that high pressure is aloft, the less activity you get in the south. Some showers into Buffalo and Erie and even Detroit, and then you could see the progression of that front Thursday through the northeast with rain, scattered storms into the south. Hot, we're looking at 90-degree weather around the Gulf Coast, the southeast coast, and rain turning to snow showers possibly around Duluth and maybe on into Marquette, Michigan, as showers visit the northwest again Thursday and to a degree Friday. Northern Rockies, a touch of snow. By Friday, you could see that that front has just about made it to the Gulf Coast with a slight cooling trend in that direction. To the southeast coast Saturday, milder in the northeast and kind of warm around New Orleans and Houston, and scattered showers to the north, and more rain and mountain snow peppering the northern tier of the northern coast in the west. Now showers visit parts of Minnesota as a frontal zone again stretches itself out Sunday right through the middle of the nation, not going any place too fast Monday. A little snow in the Colorado Rockies. Again, this is a long way off, and that's generally the way things are going to look right now. A little cooler, drier to the north. The warm air continues in Dixie. Looking at warm air indeed, Albany, Georgia to Tallahassee and maybe Tampa, 90 degrees, 90s to western Kansas, but 30s with some snow falling from Montana through parts of North Dakota, 80s up to Kansas City, even on until Wednesday. And around Cincinnati, 80-degree weather. Washington, D.C. may get some 80-degree weather by about Thursday, but then a front comes through and even you in D.C. will be cooled down. Again, not very cool, actually pretty nice, a little below average maybe in Michigan with 50s, but lots of 80s in the Southland Saturday and on into Sunday, Mother's Day. Not bad on the temperatures, maybe just a few showers in the nation's midsection by Sunday. Your local on the 8's coming up.
Uh-oh, popped a button? There's no time to spare. Pop it back on with the all-new Buttoneer, the amazing machine that attaches buttons in seconds. It's so easy. Use it on shirt cuffs, anchor blazer buttons, pants waist buttons, and more. It works on 2-hole buttons or 4-hole buttons. Look again. Just squeeze to reattach that button. It's as easy as using a stapler. Buttoneer fasteners last and last. Keep one at the office for last-minute emergencies. Tack up a hem or repair a tear. Turn an ordinary blouse into designer wear for pennies. Trim gloves and hats or decorate a vest. Now you can attach buttons in a flash with Buttoneer. You get 100 fasteners and 20 colored buttons. Call now and we'll include handy travel scissors of $5 value free. Buttoneer fasteners, buttons, scissors, and handy travel case, all for only $19.95. Order today.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-367-1400 to order the Buttoneer for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. That number again is 1-800-367-1400. Call now.
Has this ever happened to you? A flat tire. No one wants to think about it, but it does happen. Today's quick and easy solution, the AirShare Emergency Air System. It'll save you time and money. When you just don't have the time to wait for roadside assistance or change a flat on your own, you've got the AirShare. It won't repair your flat, but it will get you on your way. No, you won't have 2 flat tires. AirShare equalizes the air pressure in both tires so you can drive your car. AirShare is guaranteed to work on any flat due to a slow leak. It's today's solution to that unexpected flat. Order your AirShare system today and never be delayed by a flat again. AirShare works on cars, trailers, bikes, almost any tire that holds air. And if you're one of the first 5,000 callers, you'll also get the time-saving Air Stick, so you can fill any sports ball in an instant with virtually no effect on your tire pressure. The Air Stick is a $4.99 value, but it's yours absolutely free if you call now. AirShare should be in every car you own. It's not in any store, so don't get caught flat. Just go online or call and get your AirShare now. 1-800-917-7039.
From our humble beginnings through events of a lifetime, watch how a passion for weather brought us from pioneer to primetime in the cable industry. Join us for a 20th anniversary special from the Weather Channel this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific.
Yuck! You spray poisonous chemicals, you set dangerous traps, and you pay an exterminator every month. But those stubborn pests just keep coming back. Not anymore. Introducing Pest Chaser, the sonic pest repeller that sounds like a jackhammer to pests, running them out of your home for good. Watch, these rodents are enjoying their new home. But look what happens after we plug in the Pest Chaser. They run out and away. Amazing! Satisfied customers know rodents, fleas, roaches, ants, spiders, and flies are no match for the Pest Chaser. One Pest Chaser protects an entire floor of your home, apartment, or condo. Plus, it's safe for the whole family, even your pets. Look, exterminators can charge $30 a month. That's $360 a year. But you can have the Pest Chaser for only $19.95. Call now and we'll include the Pest Chaser all-natural insect repellent. It's fresh-scented, safe, and effective. Yours free. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Order now.
Call 1-800-592-9977 to order your Pest Chaser for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling, and receive the insect repellent free.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
I'm Paul Emmick at the Weather Channel. Time to take a look around the U.S. and look at some active weather, to say the least. Very stormy time of it, but some good weather for the Northeast, and the fact that we'll be going from better to wetter, which will be better. Now that we think about it, we need the rainfall here. Boston, New York City do expect things to get a bit showerier, and that is very, very good news. Some bad news, though, across the U.S. Across the middle, it's rather stormy, and flooding concerns could be a major issue as well. Oh, it's pretty quiet in the West Coast. Northern Plains, though, we're talking about winter. Honestly, a little winter kind of kicking up into parts of Montana as well as in toward the Dakotas. We'll discuss that in the forecast in just a very few moments. Sufficient lift, moisture, and instability might be seeing a little severe weather throughout the U.S. overnight. St. Louis, parts of Illinois, those areas could be rather stormy. Looks like the main risk across this area will be from heavy-duty rain and some flooding concerns. Many spots could be seeing flood warning or other information along the bottom of your screen as you watch the Weather Channel. In many areas, that will be the case. Pretty stormy across Missouri, but also, again, the main thing is going to be the heavy-duty rainfall. I could expect some flooding concern here just a bit longer. So basically, if you live in a flood-prone area, keep your eye toward rising water and be prepared to move to high ground if the situation warrants. And please do stay tuned to the Weather Channel for complete information throughout our Tuesday here. Weather for the Northeast, you better believe it. We could use the rain, too. We need it in New York City, Boston, Hartford, and Providence. Here it comes. Bring it on, right? Northwest, a few remaining showers, say towards Seattle, then a bit quieter in toward the afternoon. Nothing as far as widespread wind. Latter part of the day, parts of Nevada, Southern California, a little windy. Not so much for LA or San Diego, but say some sections are not too far from Nevada, right in through there. Could be a little windy. And even toward the Bay Area, you know, it was a windy day here Monday, and we'll be back into it again for Tuesday as well. Sea breeze will kick up a bit, too. Foggy, not a great deal of fog expected to slow us down. Here's the morning forecast, though. Here's the deal. Snowfall, and quite a bit of it. Some of the higher elevations in toward the Bitterroots, even on toward Spokane, Coeur d'Alene as well. Could see some light snow. Some of that in Wyoming, and even in toward the Treasure Valley. We might see some snowflakes here as well. A few sprinkles remain around Seattle, potentially. Otherwise, showers and storms. Could see a very active day, say toward Lexington, Louisville, and toward Evansville, Indiana. Driving around Green River Road, for example, you might see a stormy time there. Drive the Lloyd Expressway throughout the day. And a little bit wetter at times toward Kansas City and St. Louis. Could see some very active weather throughout the day. Otherwise, a few showers here and there. Will be pretty quiet in toward Chicago as the day goes on. But between now and then, do expect to see some rain that could add up just a bit. Heaviest rain by far, say from around Louisville, Kentucky through Evansville and onward, and around St. Louis and Kansas City. Could see a ½ inch to an inch. Some spots with locally heavy rainfall could see quite a bit more. There's a quick look at some cool overnight lows behind our system, and that cool air there across the northern plains too. A little cooler for Tuesday. Pretty warm in West Texas, Southwest too, and parts of Florida will crank up the heat across the Sunshine State. Here's a look at the morning forecast. I mentioned the snowfall, maybe not as widespread in toward the evening. A little wetter, Boise, Nampa, Caldwell, the Treasure Valley. We could see a little bit of rain, a little windier too for the afternoon. Great day toward Vegas, but a bit windy. Same goes toward Daggett. Great day around San Diego, around Dana Point, and on toward LA. Downtown will do a great day here in case you have plans to get out and walk around. Good weather. Fine toward the state capitol grounds. A little windy around San Rafael, Napa, those areas around the Bay. A few showers linger for the morning in toward Seattle. A few snowflakes might mix in with our rainfall towards Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, as I mentioned. Quick look at weather and your health. Respiratory index very poor across parts of North and South Dakota and a big portion of Montana. Aches and pains indices running a little high there on the very high side. Parts of Iowa on into a little portion of Minnesota as well. Up next, we'll have the complete details on what's happening with the Weather Center. Now, Ashley Russo talks about some sun care concerns.
Pollen data provided by the following.
Today's ounce of prevention: spring sunshine and skin protection. Though the sun's rays aren't yet at peak strength, don't let those cool spring breezes fool you. You still need to protect your skin to prevent age spots and other skin damage. Age spots are caused by an accumulation of sun damage throughout your life. So protecting your skin today can actually mean fewer age spots tomorrow. Shelter your skin with these tips. Read sunscreen labels, look for protection against both UVA and UVB rays, and an SPF of 15 or higher. Apply sunscreen every day. Even if you're just driving in the car, you're exposed to the sun's rays. And cover up when you'll be outside for a few hours at a time. Wear clothing that limits your exposed skin and protect your face with a brimmed hat. Let the sunny spring weather be a reminder to protect your skin from sun damage today and for the future. For Prevention Magazine, I'm Ashley Russo.
Deck and patio owners, have you ever been frustrated by the weather on your deck or patio? Struggling with the blazing hot midday sun? Or those unpredictable summer showers? At last, there's a solution that lets you outsmart the weather. It's the easy-to-use and affordable Sunsetter retractable awning. And right now, you can get the whole Sunsetter story in this free catalog and video. Inside, you'll discover how the easy-to-use Sunsetter can help you to enjoy your deck or patio more, rain or shine. In fact, it's like adding a whole extra outdoor room to your home. The easy-to-use Sunsetter is simple to operate, opening almost effortlessly in less than 30 seconds to create an instant outdoor shelter when sudden showers strike, and a comfortable shaded retreat on those hot sunny days. In fact, with Sunsetter, you'll stay up to 20 degrees cooler even on the hottest summer days. Plus, our easy-to-add accessories turn Sunsetter into a complete outdoor living room. Perfect for insect-free enjoyment and entertaining all day and right into those balmy summer nights. All for thousands less than adding a costly addition to your home. Plus, we'll also include details on our newest Sunsetter motorized awning that opens and closes automatically at the simple touch of a button. And because we manufacture Sunsetter ourselves and sell direct to you, we're able to offer incredible factory direct prices that save you hundreds of dollars. So stop struggling with the weather. Start enjoying your deck and patio more than ever before with the easy-to-use and affordable Sunsetter retractable awning. Call for your free video and catalog today.
Call toll-free 1-800-522-3131 to receive your free video and catalog on the Sunsetter retractable awning, including details on a special savings offer on now, plus our 90-day no-risk home trial. Call 1-800-522-3131. Call now.
For 20 years, your window on the world outside. From our humble beginnings through events of the century, watch how a passion for weather brought us from pioneer to primetime in the cable industry. Join us for a 20th anniversary special from the Weather Channel this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific. Now you can read how we beat the odds in the Weather Channel, the improbable rise of a media phenomenon. Ask for it at your local bookstore.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s.
Currently in your area, 68 degrees. Under cloudy skies. Your forecast. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
The contrasts are with us once again, from snow in the Pacific Northwest moving through the northern Rockies. Severe weather in the middle of the nation, some flooding too. Thanks for tuning into Weather Center. I'm Mike Bono.
Big stories, big flooding concerns as well right across the central part of the U.S. It's going to be a very prime concern here throughout Tuesday, along with the risk of severe weather. Let's begin looking at the big picture of things from the grand scheme of things here that we can see from our satellite perspective. Great deal of moisture kind of scooting across the middle, being dragged northward. Could see some sufficient lift, moisture, and instability to keep active severe weather a very, very real concern throughout the day, and also the flash flooding concerns for the overnight, too. Western U.S., we are oh so quiet in comparison, really. Northwest, a little bit showery, a little bit longer. Northern plains, we're talking wintry conditions. Into May here, but still winter continues across parts of Montana, at least wintry weather. Also into Wyoming, Might even see a taste of it in toward the Treasure Valley around Boise, Nampa, or Caldwell. A brief look back at the day. There was our Monday, topping at 80. That's pretty summery in toward Denver. 95 for Phoenix. We had 70 here in LA. 91 in toward Vegas. A little cool air, though. A little cooler like Glasgow, Montana. 33 for the high temperature. Do expect more snow, too. Along Interstate 90 on toward the Bitterroots, even on toward Spokane, toward Coeur d'Alene, too. Could see some light snow at times. Quickly at earthquake information. Southern California, our strongest being a 2.6 on the Richter scale. 2.6 north of the Bay, then on toward the Pacific off the coast there in Northern California, a 3.3. None for the Pacific Northwest. And to Alaska, our strongest here being a 3.5 on the Richter scale. Quick look at the morning. More winter. A couple of stray sprinkles here and there around Seattle. Not that big of a deal. A little windier in toward Vegas. Nice day for us in San Diego. On toward Escondido. Even out toward Miramar, Imperial Beach. Great weather. Nice for us in LA. Looking beautiful here. Great weather to brag about. Nice toward Santa Monica Pier, too. Good day for a walk around the Capitol, around Sacramento, about 72. A little windy still toward the Bay Area. Expect that to kick up, especially in the afternoon hours. Mix of rain or snow to Spokane, that's true. A little bit on the way of some clouds for the morning toward Portland. A little brighter if you step outside for the latter part of the day. Showers linger for the morning around Seattle. Another good day, another warm one in toward Phoenix and in toward Denver. Looking not too bad in toward LA. That's the story of the western U.S. Southeast, a few showers and a few storms. Right now, we'll look back at what's happening with our Monday. Topped out at 88 in toward Miami, 74 toward Atlanta, a little cooler, but 86 in Dallas, close to 90 in toward Houston, 92 in toward Brownsville. Into our day, more warmth across the southeast. Showers and storms, too, in toward Lexington and Louisville. Could see active, strong, even severe weather potential on toward Owensboro, Paducah, throughout western Kentucky. There's parts of Missouri, as we'll look at in just a moment, into Oklahoma and across a part of Texas. But warmth still the rule across the southern U.S. So focus our attention on the warmth and the wild weather, too. In the Midwest, here's Mike.
Seems like it's been the land of contrast for so long now, Paul. We're looking at some very chilly weather to the north, and these cool air masses have been coming down since about March now. They just keep coming down out of Canada, where there seems to be snow on the ground in many areas and lots of cool air. Highs in the 30s in Williston, Bismarck, and toward Glasgow, Montana, with a little snow in the air in Montana, too. 57, no bargain for this time of the year in Minneapolis. And Des Moines, 81, 82 in Lincoln, the other side of a front which was slicing through the area during the mid-afternoon on Monday. Nice 75 in Chicago, no wind off the lake with that, and pushing 70 in Detroit, into the 70s in Indy, and certainly St. Louis and Kansas City. Now, earlier in the day, we had an area of rain that was coming through heavily in southern Illinois, flooding the streets in many areas, southern Indiana towards southern Ohio. Lots of rain-soaked ground even into Kentucky. Then, as the evening wore on, things regenerated in Kansas with several reports of hail over an inch in size, winds to 70 miles an hour near Topeka, and on into Sedalia, Missouri, we had some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. A frontal zone draped through this area, working its way back toward Nebraska, hardly even moving now. Interstate 80 getting hammered with some strong storms around North Platte, and also that air pushing up against the Rockies and parts of Wyoming and Colorado, bringing some lift and some showery weather there, too. So with the remains of all the water that was on the ground and soaked ground and the activity of the overnight and expected on Tuesday, we have flood watches even from eastern Kansas all the way to West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio along that frontal bowling alley, if you will, where more rain will fall. Maybe not heavy, but the ground's already saturated. Some of these areas will get more than this half inch. You'll get an inch or more in some areas. You've gotten 2/3 of an inch in short order in Kansas City. This is snow in Montana, spreading into parts of the western Dakotas, maybe even accumulating, at least in the grass, if not on the hardtop surfaces. And that moves into western Minnesota. That's right, snow later Tuesday. A little chillier in Chicago and on into Green Bay on Tuesday, but that frontal zone will have some strong storms connected with it near 80 in St. Louis. Look at these high temperatures on Monday. 80 in Albany, 70s in Bangor, mid-70s New York, Love and Life in Buffalo at 75. A weak area of showers pushing through during the overnight hours, but there's more to come from the west and from the north with this front, so watch out in northern New England for showers, but the temperatures will get up there first, including Philadelphia and Washington, before rain moves in later in the day. Now, Paul with the rest of the forecast.
Made it a Monday, now let's take it to Tuesday. A little bit of winter across the northern plains. Actually, quite a bit. Could see 3 to 6 inches in some locations. Otherwise, lift, moisture, and instability in great quantity across part of the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. That's where some of the weather could be at its worst throughout the day. Quiet in southern Cal, a little showery for parts of the mid-Atlantic. That could be good news. Then the northeast will get a little wetter. We could use the rainfall indeed. As far as amounts of rain, heaviest across the Midwest and into a part of the plains too. Some spots we could see more than an inch. So do expect to see some wet weather of note. Also expect that we could be seeing some snow too in parts of Montana, where some spots could honestly pick up maybe 3 to 6 inches. So still winter into spring in some spots.
Just never goes away, does it?
Not at all.
Well, stay with us. We'll see the contrasts on your local on the 8s coming up.
Attention homeowners. Need cash to consolidate bills, pay off credit cards, home improvements? Don't wait for interest rates to go up. Apply now for a second mortgage with a no closing cost option from Ditech.com. Ditech.com is a direct lender, so there's no middleman or broker fee to pay. Don't wait. Get the cash you need now with a second mortgage from Ditech.com. Call 1-800-71-FIXED or log on to Ditech.com now. Ditech.com, your mortgage solution delivered.
Would you do this to a leather sofa? Of course not. But we can fix it like new. Introducing Liquid Leather. It'll make that ruined sofa, this damaged briefcase, this torn leather jacket, all like new again. A high-tech urethane compound combines with perfectly blended colors to fill in even the deepest gash. Cover it with this special grain paper and let it dry. The damage is repaired. You get all the colors you need to repair chairs and sofas, car seats and dashboards, and much, much more. Just apply and let dry. Liquid Leather can save you hundreds, but through Home Shopping Showcase, it's only $19.95. Use your credit card and you'll also get this fabric mender kit free. It mends rips and tears in fabric and velour. Supplies are limited, so call now.
Call 1-800-639-6226 or send $19.95 plus shipping to the address on your screen. For faster delivery, call 1-800-639-6226.
Now your local forecast on the Weather Channel. And for weather information on over 70,000 cities, go to weather.com.
Currently in your area, 68 degrees. Under cloudy skies. Forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
Rainy, sloppy, snowy, and stormy. Those are some of the big weather events to watch out for here during our Tuesday. A little bit of winter, you better believe it. Parts of Washington, Oregon, some of the higher elevations, then on in toward portions of Idaho, as well as into Montana, even along Interstate 90. Quite a bit of snowfall. Might have to slow it down just a bit if you are indeed behind the wheel. A little wetter and even very stormy, too, in a few locations right across the middle, eventually in toward Lexington, Louisville throughout the day. St. Louis and Kansas City still the severe weather risk. Northeast getting a little bit wetter. Could see some showers, which we so desperately need. Parts of Jersey, New York City, Boston, Hartford, Providence, Philly, even D.C. and Baltimore. Bring it on, because you know we need it. Might see a few storms in parts of Michigan, but the greatest severe weather risk lingers around St. Louis, for example, and in parts of Illinois. Anywhere you see the red shade, not out of the question, you might see some isolated severe weather events. The main threat through this area is going to be the heavy-duty rainfall and the flooding concerns. Could see many areas with flood warnings, that sort of thing. So you'll be seeing information about that on your bottom of your screen in many areas as you watch the Weather Channel. Now, nothing as far as a widespread expectation of fog. Not a lot of widespread wind, but parts of southern Nevada, a little bit of California too, will be windy, including in toward the Bay Area here before the day is done. Northeast, more showers. We need it too. Boston, Providence, Hartford, the city. Clouds, eventually a chance of rain toward Philly. Maybe an occasional storm or two toward D.C. and even in toward Baltimore. A couple of storms toward Buffalo and Pittsburgh. A little wetter in toward Cincinnati as well throughout Kentucky. Southern U.S., I mentioned Kentucky with a severe weather risk. Might have to think about that in case you have driving plans. A little stormy too into parts of Texas, across the Midwest. Not bad toward Chicago, but very stormy toward St. Louis, even toward Kansas City. Across the western U.S., a little bit of snowfall. You better believe it across the northern tier. Nice day toward Denver. Great day in L.A. More details at weather.com or America Online, keyword weather.
Hold on. I lost my wallet. My credit card was in it.
You do have a Capital One no hassle card, don't you?
Well, don't worry. There's not another human for miles.
Want protection if you lose your credit card? Check your mailbox today for Capital One's no hassle card offer. Plus, get the nation's lowest long-term fixed rates.
Let's talk about a weekend. We need to maximize our own weekend productivity. Okay, you may have 5 days of work commitments or school commitments, that kind of thing, but comes the weekend, hopefully your time is yours. Maybe you are working on the weekend. Maybe you're just working on a tan somewhere. Be careful. Could be seeing a lot of warmth. We'll talk about what's going on with the active weather across the U.S. for the upcoming weekend. Let's talk about the active weather, too. Temperature is not really a huge issue across most of the country on a Saturday. We'll be warm again. Southern California, even parts of southern Nevada in toward Vegas, and even across parts of Arizona, big-time warmth. West Texas, South Texas, too, some big-time warmth. Across Florida, too, pretty warm and actually pretty fine. Kind of been one of the drier times of the year here into Florida. Still could use the rain, but looks like we won't be seeing it on the weekend. Rainfall, part of the low country, say around Tybee Island, on Hilton Head Island. Gorgeous place to be, Hilton Head Island, even on toward Charleston, Myrtle Beach. Expect to see more rain, some of that into parts of North Carolina on the coast. Wet in toward Grand Rapids, some additional showers, maybe an occasional showery kind of a part of the day there toward Chicago, around Grant Park, for example. Milwaukee, even the Twin Cities. Yes, Minneapolis, St. Paul could see some rainfall. A couple of storms here and there to Kansas, a portion of Texas, too. A little more snow, parts of northern Montana, we could see it also into portions of Washington. An occasional shower in toward Seattle as well as Portland. Sunday, just scattered splash and dash stormy. It's kind of across the middle of the country. Look at that in toward, parts of the Four Corners could be a bit wet. Might see a little extra snowfall or some rain mixed. Sierra Nevada, it could happen. A little drier for the northwest, but a chance of more rain, which we know we need. Boston, Providence, Hartford, New York City, Philly, D.C., Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, too. A little better chance of wetter weather in toward Cleveland. An occasional round of storms may pop up in toward Indianapolis, Chicago, even St. Louis and Kansas City on toward our day Sunday. So mostly scattered wet weather is the main thing we can expect out of our Sunday. Hey, what about the temps? Not bad. Not bad for most of the country. Really a very warm time of it. A few cool spots, but otherwise lots of warmth. South Texas, West Texas, and warm again throughout Florida. Let's look at the upcoming weekend. We'll talk about some short-term concerns of heavy-duty rain, some flooding concerns, and risk of severe weather. That's next in Storm Watch right after your local on the 8s.
Uh-oh, popped a button? There's no time to spare. Pop it back on with the all-new Buttoneer, the amazing machine that attaches buttons in seconds. It's so easy. Use it on shirt cuffs, anchor blazer buttons, pants waist buttons, and more. It works on 2-hole buttons or 4-hole buttons. Look again. Just squeeze to reattach that button. It's as easy as using a stapler. Buttoneer fasteners last and last. Keep one at the office for last-minute emergencies. Tack up a hem or repair a tear. Turn an ordinary blouse into designer wear for pennies. Trim gloves and hats or decorate a vest. Now you can attach buttons in a flash with Buttoneer. You get 100 fasteners and 20 colored buttons. Call now and we'll include handy travel scissors of $5 value free. Buttoneer fasteners, buttons, scissors, and handy travel case, all for only $19.95. Order today.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-367-1400 to order the Buttoneer for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. That number again is 1-800-367-1400. Call now.
Hi, this is Bill Cosby, and I don't want Jim Cantori's job. I just want to wish the Weather Channel happy 20th birthday.
Join us for a 20th anniversary special this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific.
Aerospace. Bullish. Retail. Bullish. Biotech. Bullish. Real estate investment trusts.
Now you got me. That's a hard one. Ooh, just a little. I'd have to go with bullish.
Finance.
Bullish.
Designated hitter rule.
Bullish.
Yeah, I knew you weren't listening.
No matter what your investment strategy, Ameritrade can give you an edge. Our proprietary routing system seeks best execution of your trade. Open a cash account with $1,000 and get a $50 cash bonus and 5 internet equity trades commission-free. Go to Ameritrade.com.
I'll have a double shot, no whip. No, forget it. Give me a coffee.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Forecast. Your extended forecast.
Well, early May can be a stormy time, and it certainly is this year, what with some snow falling in the northwest corner of the nation and severe weather for the last few days in the midsection, even parts of the south. Thanks for tuning in to Storm Watch. I'm Mike Bono. We'll take you through a good part of Tuesday and see which way all those storms are moving. First of all, is this impressive or what? We had quite a day getting rocked by severe weather through much of the western parts of Texas and Oklahoma. This cluster right here to the southwest of Amarillo and northwest of Lubbock, that includes that deadly tornado that killed 2 people in Happy, Texas. Winds measured up to 135 miles an hour on an anemometer, and some hail up to the size of softballs or even grapefruits measured in this area. Also a slew of tornadoes in parts of Kansas, up into southern Nebraska, central Nebraska. We had wind gust reports. You could hardly fit them in. They're in blue, some 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in parts of Oklahoma, but a lot of hail reports, some long track mesocyclones or supercells coming through the area that did bring quite a few large hail reports right on into Minnesota, even a track of storms that headed on toward Minneapolis by evening. Now, since then, we've had some focusing of activity in Nebraska in the last few hours, tracking through Kansas and on into a good part of Missouri as Texas has quieted down quite a bit. Not as much activity here, but we did have some flooding rains in parts of southern Illinois during the early part of the day, southern Indiana, even northern Kentucky, 3 to 4 inches locally and flooding in the streets, and now playing out the scenario during the overnight hours. The temperature contrasts do play a part. We had some very mild air from Denver to Amarillo, well over your head for this time of the year, but well colder than you should be this time of the year in the northern plains and the high prairies of Montana, even bringing some snows to that area, and they'll be increasing overnight. Meanwhile, a line of thunderstorms, and a very intense one, went through the greater Kansas City area, delivering 2/3 of an inch of rain in less than an hour, gusts to 40 miles an hour at the airports, but 60 or 70 miles an hour nearby. Sedalia, Missouri, coming in with a 58-mile-an-hour gust, and some locally 70-mile-an-hour gusts in Kansas, central and eastern Kansas, and you had some hail up to the size of an inch or more. Numerous reports of that. Now, more recently, a front stalling around Nebraska, Interstate 80 around North Platte and vicinity, Hastings, Kearney, some storms popping there, and a few turbulent showers along Interstate 25 in northern Colorado. Not really tall, though, but all this activity moving eastward, touching the St. Louis area during the early morning hours. More rain adding insult to injury in Illinois. And yes, we have flash flood watches in Missouri, Illinois, where all that rain piled up earlier, southern Indiana, where you got soaked early Monday, and through the Ohio Valley all the way to West Virginia. So more problems with possible stream and even urban and highway flooding. Now, a large area of an inch or more, this is the half-inch area. A big elongated area through mid-morning, but some of these areas will get an inch or more. As we said, Kansas City got 2/3 of an inch just in one thunder shower. So that contributing to the flooding problem, and some snow coming out of Montana through mid-morning. But as you see, later in the day, it works into the Black Hills, maybe around Minot and Bismarck. If not accumulating on the roads, it will be accumulating in some of the grassy areas. Temperatures getting up to 40 part of the day, but while it's snowing, it may be close to freezing. Meanwhile, a bit of a break in the action, Green Bay to Chicago, and a bit cooler, but then where it warms up, you have a threat of more large thunderstorms in the Mid-South down to almost Tennessee and into parts of the Appalachians. Calming down in the south as an upper-level high builds and the temperatures build as well. But then in the northeast, a weak area of showers coming through the early morning, but then a front sets itself up later and brings the possibility of showers in northern New England. Warm temperatures, though, and some rain around Washington is pretty likely later in the day. A very cold trough now has brought snow down to close to 1,000 feet elevation in the Washington Cascades and about 2,000 in Oregon. But it's the leading side of this trough where the air is rising and some upsloping low-level winds coming toward the Rockies. 3 to 6 inches of snow in parts of northern Montana around Glacier Park, and the prairies of Montana getting hit with snow certainly as we go through the day on Tuesday. Windy weather fanning the fire danger in parts of the higher elevations of the Intermountain West, so be careful about that. There's still some cool air on the map, but things come together in the middle of the nation with more thunderstorms. More to come.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that's our loan package. Any questions?
Shopping for a home loan is a major financial decision, but finding the right loan with a low rate doesn't have to be difficult.
Excuse us.
Just log on or call Ditech.com. You may be able to refinance to a low fixed rate and cash out some equity.
Oh, lost another loan to Ditech.
Apply online or call us now at 1-800-71-FIX.
Tired of sleepless nights? Keeping a loved one up all night with loud snoring so bad they have to sleep in another room? Now there's a quick and safe way to make you stop snoring guaranteed. Introducing IGEA Never Snore, a unique new formula in the form of a spray that solves snoring problems instantly. That's right, it's a spray. One spray and you never snore.
I wasn't getting enough rest at night. I was waking up very tired. Thanks to IGEA Never Snore, we're both getting enough sleep at night, and I feel like we're well rested.
I used to snore so bad, my wife and I slept in different rooms. But since I've been using IGEA Never Snore, I sleep soundly through the night, and my wife is back with me right by my side.
The secret is in the fast-acting, all-natural formula that instantly moistens and soothes the membranes of the soft palate. This allows free and easy breathing that lasts all through the night. IGEA Never Snore contains all-natural vitamin-enriched ingredients, and you'll love the breath-freshening mint flavor. One quick spray with IGEA Never Snore, and you and your loved ones will sleep snore-free all night. Never Snore is the safe and affordable solution you've been looking for. Never Snore is so fast and effective it actually works the very first night, guaranteed.
I highly recommend this product to anyone that snores, and I sleep much better at night with no snoring. Thank you, IGEA Never Snore.
Other anti-snoring products cost as much as $49, but IGEA Never Snore is just $19.99. But wait, if you call right now, we'll supersize your order. That's like getting 2 IGEA Never Snore for the price of 1, and it's only $19.99. There's even more. We'll also include the IGEA Instant Inflatable Bed free with your order. With just the touch of a button, this incredibly comfortable mattress can automatically inflate in just seconds. Other inflatable mattresses sell for $119. It's yours free, just pay shipping and handling. We guarantee IGEA Never Snore will work on the first night of your money back. Stop snoring for good with IGEA Never Snore and the free instant inflatable mattress, all for only $19.99. And ask how you can get a 30-day supply of IGEA Never Snore for free. Call now.
Call 1-800-578-8811 to order your IGEA Never Snore for only $19.99. You'll also get the instant inflatable bed free plus shipping. Also ask how you can get a 30-day supply of IGEA Never Snore for free. Call 1-800-578-8811.
The Weather Channel. Live by it. The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station.
For 20 years, your window on the world outside. From our humble beginnings through events of the century, watch how a passion for weather brought us from pioneer to primetime in the cable industry. Join us for a 20th anniversary special from the Weather Channel this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific. Now you can read how we beat the odds in the Weather Channel, the improbable rise of a media phenomenon. Ask for it at your local bookstore.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here is your local on the 8s.
Currently in your area, 68 degrees. Under cloudy skies. Forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the